I didn't plug that in. Can you guys hear me? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Is that better? I don't know which one's better. I don't have any light right here. And that puts a big old light there. Interesting. Got to work that out. Well, I'm not supposed to be doing video in here anyway. This is a sound room. But anyway. Good evening, folks. It's good to see you all. So I'm just, still kind of having fun in my sound room. And I'll go back to my video room soon. But it's kind of fun in here now. So I got my computer and everything set up, and it's really kind of interesting working everything out. And hope you guys don't hear any echoes, because I've been fighting echoes with my ghetto egg cartons from a place here in the United States called Waffle House. Great place. So I'm hoping that you're hearing me. I don't have a... Okay, I'm turning up my volume here. So I got 3 thumbs up, so I think people are hearing me. That's good. Thank you for coming and tuning into the channel, Black Dragon National President. So I wanted to show off my WE shirt because, let's see. Well, that's interesting. I want to show off my WE shirt because one of my guys asked me, hey, Black Dragon, how do I get a WE shirt? So I hadn't really even thought about selling WE shirts before. But the WE shirts are for We, the motorcycle club. There's no I in MC. It's not about I, it's about we. That's what I made the shirts for. We got some WE stuff on the sleeves. So I talked to my t-shirt guy, and I can offer you guys these t-shirts. So the information about how you get a WE shirt, if you want one, I got to go build a website for one. So I haven't built a website yet, but you can send the money to my PayPal if you want. So the details are in the About section of the channel. And the details are also probably be in the description of this video for those of you who, for some reason, want a WE shirt. And there are WE long sleeve shirts, WE short sleeve shirts, and the long sleeves for the winter. Of course, winter's coming. And then the short sleeves are for those of you who are still in summer climates. And then I have a WE hoodie, a WE hoodie. And they're all gold right now. All the shirts are gold or yellow, however you see that. But we're going to work up some really cool WE shirts for those people who want WE the MC. And they're going to be all kinds of cool kinds of sayings. And you guys just put me in the whole WE t-shirt entrepreneurial mode. So it's going to be kind of cool. So look there for the WE shirts. Also, you can pre-order my new book, Prospects Bible, by sending $15 to my PayPal advice. That's half my PayPal account, jbunchii at paypal.com. That's half price. That book's coming out in September, President's Bible. And the rest of my books, of course, you can find on Amazon. And you can find them on Kindle. And I'm recording my first audiobook. I was working on it today. It's a lot harder than it looks. Okay. Oh, yes, I'm back on my weight loss Get Skinny program. I found this dog, Jack Russell Terrier. He's walking the SHIT out of me. So far, I've got 6,646 steps today. 6,646 steps today, and the SOB wants to go out. Look at that, it's crazy. And he wants to go out again. He's sitting outside the door, just staring at me. It's ridiculous. Oh, he's not out there. So anyway, but if you guys want to lose weight with me, so I've done this 3 times. The first time I weighed 400 pounds and I dropped 100 pounds in about a year. I got to 297 pounds. Then some things happened and everything, and I shot back up 65 pounds. So then, the beginning of this year, about April of last year, I lost 60 pounds in 6 months from April until like the beginning of the year. 60 pounds in 6 months. So I was back down to 300 pounds, about 305 pounds, and about to drop. My goal weight is 250, and I'll be damned if I didn't lose it. I got injured. I had a gout attack. Got off my diet, and right back up to 350. So I went from 400 to 300, 300 to 365, 365 to 305. Actually, 297 to 365, 305 to 350 to. All right, let me do it again. 400 to 297, 297 to 365, 365 to 305, 305 to 350. So now we're going to do it again. The third time, we're going to drop 50 pounds in 6 months or less. We're going to go from 350 to 300 and then try to get to the goal of 250. So over the next 6 months, I'm going to drop from 350 to 300. And if you want to do it with me, here's your opportunity, because I'm going to be reporting my stats, my walks, my eating, and you can follow it all. So, Fat Boy Getting Skinny on Facebook. Fat Boy Getting Skinny on Facebook. Fat Boy Getting, Gettin. Fat Boy Getting Skinny on Facebook. I'll be posting there. I also have a Fat Boy Getting Skinny YouTube channel. Probably do some videos there. And My Fitness Pal. You can follow my food, what I'm eating. I'm going to be very publicly accessible here and accountable. So you can do this with me. So I'm going to be posting to My Fitness Pal. It's an app you can get. And my account is JBunchii. JBunchii stands for John Bunch II. And you can friend me there. And once you friend me there, we will, you can look at what I'm eating, and you can look at my exercise. You can make sure I'm doing it, and I can look in and check in on you. And we will get skinny-er together. Yeah. So I'm on Samsung Fitness. That's my Samsung phone. And I'm on My Fitness Pal, all JBunchii. And I'm also on the Fitness Swim thing. I have the Fitness Swim watch that does my calories and counts my laps and all that. So these are all the things I'm using to lose weight. And so you guys that want to do this with me, I hear from a lot of you guys a lot to lose this weight together. So that's how you can do it with me. We can call it the Get Skinny Nation. And this new dog is walking the hell out of me. Every 2 hours it wants to go on a damn walk. So it's a Jack Russell Terrier. I found it, and he's taken over my whole house. But I want to go back. I'm older now, and I want to go back to my desired weight, and stop my back from hurting. And some people, whenever they get mad at me, they call me fat ass. It really, no one wants to be called that. Guy got mad at me on YouTube and typed fat ass. Ouch. So I want to get skinny and get back away from no more Mr. Fat Guy. So those of you who want to do that with me, or you have some friends or whatever, send them my way. We'll do it together. All right. The purpose of this video tonight is to talk about some of the... So we get a lot of ex-military folks that come into the MC looking for camaraderie, extended family, and someplace to be after their term of military service is over. A lot of these guys come in from the war or something, and they have a lot of emotions. They're used to being on a team A lot of guys get out of the military and they just don't adjust well. The civilian world is not like the military world. There's no esprit de corps. Nobody seems to be a family. You know, the military, you're a big family. Everything is kind of family oriented. You're on a team, and the team is trying to do one thing. And the military encompasses everything. There's a place on base to get your hair cut. There's a place on base to buy food. There are commissaries. This is stuff that was there when I was there. Some of that might not be as much now, but there's a place to do all of these things. There are bowling alleys, and if you're lucky enough to be in the Air Force, these guys got horseback riding, equestrian trails, and oh my God, swimming pools, bowling alleys, movie theaters. You know, that's why I always call the Air Force the part-time military. I mean, there's no way in hell we had that in the Navy. As a matter of fact, Air Force guys wouldn't even stay in Navy barracks. If there was a E5, he'd come in, he would look at the Navy E5 barracks, and he just wouldn't stay there. He would, so we don't have to stay here, and they'd put him up in junior officer quarters. That's, you know, how they did it in the Air Force. We didn't get that. We had roaches and barracks and like 20 men into a room, all kinds of craziness, because they were spending all their money on ships and submarines, and you would never get a horseback trail on your base. You'd barely get a base carved out of a wharf somewhere on the bad side of town. But choose your rate, pick your fate, choose your service, and, you know, no one told me about how great the Air Force was going to be. The Marine Corps, you know, a bunch of tough guys running around and shooting at things. It's just different. Army out there digging holes and laying in foxholes, and, you know, that had to be hell. The bugs out there are like, you know, big ass bugs. I don't understand it. It's not something I'd ever wanted to do. Submarine life was good for me. I like that. But no matter what service you were in, whether it was the British Royal Marines or the United States Navy Submarine Service or the Australian Air Force, whatever the case may be, guys that come into motorcycle clubs from the military are often looking to get that extended family feeling, that feeling of oneness that they had when they were in the military. And we get a lot of those guys that come in, and if they're junior enlisted guys, typically we don't have a lot of trouble out of them. I wonder if that's too hot. Is that better? We don't seem to get a lot of trouble out of the junior enlisted guys. But the senior enlisted guys, the guys that held a lot of responsibility in the military, they don't seem to cross over so well all the time. And I think it's because their expectations are different, because the military service is not the MC. And so because the military service is not the MC, it's kind of easy to come over here thinking that you're doing things right, and you're not doing things really right at all, especially where we're concerned. Because a motorcycle club is a civilian institution. Many have militaristic roots, but we're not in the damn military anymore. So there's some things you should know when you come in, some differences in the MC world that you should know about before you come over here with that BS. Because it doesn't work over here. And you'll be out on the streets before you know it. And I've seen this happen a lot, even in my own club. And so I thought I would take some time to write about it. One of my subscribers had asked me about it. So number one is, a lot of times senior guys, you know, they've been through war, they've commanded ships and brigades and all this kind of stuff. And they feel as though they have proven themselves in the world, and they needn't prove themselves anymore. So they come to the motorcycle club with this arrogance that they haven't deserved because they haven't earned it. And the MC is about we. It's about we. It's about what you earn. It's about what you put in. That's what the motorcycle club is about. And so we don't really care about your background. Your background is not so awesome to us. We care about your future and what you bring to the MC. So the first thing is, you will be prospecting to get in here. In a traditional MC, we don't hand out colors. Now, maybe they have some veteran MCs that do that, or some other kinds of MCs, some riding clubs or whatever. Go join that. We don't care if you were an E9, Command Master Chief, Sergeant Major, Gunnery Master Sergeant, Lieutenant Commander, Colonel, Captain, Admiral, or 5-star General. We don't care what you may have commanded or what you may have been in charge of, or if you were presidential escort to President Trump or Carter or Obama or Ford or Bush or Reagan. We don't care. You're going to earn your position in here. This place is for full patch brothers who earn those patches. We don't have time for anything else over here. We don't care what wars you've been in, what men you've commanded, what planes you've flown, what submarines you've duty chiefed. We don't care about your top secret combat missions that you've had behind enemy lines. Many of us that are in the MC have done that too. Been there, done that. We still had to come over here and get these colors the old-fashioned way. So don't think that you will be given a pass. We're thankful for your service, but you're going to earn your way in here. And sometimes, we think about where you were in your career. Maybe a motorcycle club is not good for you. If you're used to walking in a place and giving orders, and people are moving and grooving because the such and such walked in, Sergeant Major walked in, you can get there, but you're going to have to work to get there. And that might not work for you. In the motorcycle club, we have bylaws that we follow. But we're really not that organized like the military. And for some of you by the book people, look, the military's had like 250 years or something to get good at this. And we've been doing it for 44 years. So crawling through our bylaws and our books and our procedures, looking for things to get people on, is just really going to make you very much unliked. Cope with it. Call us disorganized. But there is no book in the civilian world that lays out everything you must do every time you must do it. We get a lot of military guys that are looking for a regulation for everything. Some things in the MC will require stepping out of your comfort zone and making a command decision. Clawing through the bylaws and regulations looking for fault in the MC is ridiculous. We're going to look at you like you're crazy. If you see something that needs fixing, get your ass to work fixing it. Stop complaining. What we look for is the spirit of the law, not necessarily the law to get you. We're not trying to get people. That's a military thing. We don't do that's that backdoor kind of politicky thing, and we don't like that in the MC. This is not the military, it's the motorcycle club. So take your military boots off here. We appreciate your world of experience, but you need to know what you're doing here, and that takes time. So, drill sergeant, killer, leader of squads, look, we're 99%ers. Forgive us. We're not all killers over here. We're in this thing to have fun. And you should have fun too. If you're new to the MC set, it means that you don't know anything about the MC set. I get so sick of, I know how to lead men. I've led men. I know how to lead men. What you guys are doing is a practice and, oh my goodness, it goes on and on. Well, you may have led a squad in the enemy territory. But if you haven't led a squad around some 1%ers, you might need to learn how to do that before you go do something that gets us all in a bunch of, in a pickle. So take your time. Take your time to learn the protocols over here. They probably aren't that much different than what you did over there, but there are some differences. So be quiet and listen. Listen before engaging your mouth. You have one mouth, two ears, two eyes, two nostrils. Smell, look, and hear more than you talk in the beginning. Because you can do something, especially in a big motorcycle club, that gets somebody else killed, just like you could do that out in the military world. So enjoy your time at the bottom. I know you used to be walking around at the top and people would pop to when you walked in the room, but enjoy your time at the bottom. Learn the protocol. Learn the positions in the club. Learn the nuances of the set. Learn the status of other motorcycle clubs out there. Learn the temperature of the set. Learn how the set moves. Learn who the shot callers are. Learn what clubs not to cross. Learn how the pack moves on the road. Learn the mission and the focus of the MC. Learn the history of the MC and the MC's roots. Learn the patches and the colors and what they stand for. Learn what the MC may be beefing about with other MCs. Learn what other MCs are beefing with other MCs. Learn learn how to be a good follower again. Learn how to be a good follower again. Learn how to be a good follower again. This is a new career for you. You will be at the top again soon. You were a leader of men. We want you back to that. But be a competent leader, one with skill and experience. You have the experience of leading men, so the rest of this shouldn't take so long. I ask you guys, I warn you guys, keep your eye off of the presidency for a while. I have many of you guys come in and you want to go straight to sergeant at arms, straight to treasurer, straight to business manager, straight to president. And you've been in the club 3 months. You want to tell everybody what they're not doing and who's not doing this and who's not doing that and who's not doing their job. And you have no idea about the history of the people that you're downing. You come in with all this hoorah. Calm down. We see you. We want you to be a constructive part. I've had many EH and E9s come to the MC. Most don't make it. They might be around a year or two, they're out. And when they make president, VP, or sergeant at arms too quickly, they crash and burn. See, the MC will let you down. That's why I make these videos. The MC will break your heart. The MC will hurt you on the inside. You're not necessarily ready for some of the treachery you're going to see. You see, in the military, people kind of have to do what you say. Or you can take their jobs. You can put them on confinement. You can give them bread and water for 2 weeks. You can put them in the brig. Or whatever you military people in the army and stuff call it. But in the MC, those things, they don't exist. So when you get your heart broken, or I've had it come, I've seen Masons come in and get upset because everybody voted for somebody else. I'm a Mason, they're supposed to vote for me. The MC doesn't work that way, man. The MC works different. It's a different organization. So learn it. I've literally seen a guy go from prospect to sergeant at arms in just like a few short months and becomes a president in less than a year. That's like taking an ensign and giving him an aircraft carrier to command. This ensign, Butterbar, probably knows a whole lot about making the aircraft carrier move around the harbor and turn it around. He can park it. He can get it going at all flank, make a turn. He knows how to turn it in the wind to launch the helicopters and airplanes and what have you. It's not that you can't do the job, but it's the experience. It's the little things that tear you down. Like that poor ensign might not know a darn thing about night flight ops or what to do when the sea state is terrible. You're trying to land and take off airplanes in the state 10C. Or maybe what to do when the fog comes, or how to get through mines, or how do you command that aircraft carrier in a battle group, and who gets priority, and these things you're doing. Now you're running a rescue mission, and at the same time you got planes down, planes out, planes in the air running out of fuel. You got to know a lot that comes from experience, which is more than just a rote memory drill. It takes an experienced hand to be out here and just know what to do and when to do it. And that comes from pain and time in grade. They didn't make you an E9 before you were an E1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They didn't make you an O10 before you were an O1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had to go through these paces. Don't think that you can just walk in the MC and run it. Some of you might be able to, but it's the nuances, the little small things that tear people up that have no experience. Take your time and crawl through the ranks. Maybe you should try to be a road captain before you try to be a sergeant at arms. Maybe you should try to be a sergeant at arms before you try to be a vice president. Take the time to learn the MC and how the MC works. The MC is not a command where men are ordered around or considered expendable. There are no expendable brothers in the MC. It's not men go here. Oh, well, we can lose this many in order to take that hill. In the MC, it's men follow me. I will take that hill because we are brothers here. And military guys are brothers too, but they have a different mission. Their mission is to make the world safe for democracy and die for their country. In the MC, in a 99% MC, we're here for our brothers. But our mission is different. We're not taking orders from people. Here, this is a democracy or a republic. Men get to vote on what they want to do. It's not the president slams down a bunch of orders and you do it, damn it, or you're out of here. And learn how to talk to people, by the way. This ain't boot camp where you're calling people names and calling people, If you were meant to have a wife, the Navy would have put it in your sea bag. Let me tell you something. You'll get your ass kicked in the MC. Ain't nobody playing that. Nobody listening to you talk to people like they're subhuman. Take the military boots off, man. Or you might catch one. Don't get me twisted. I will get off in that ass, and I'm old. But these guys, these young guys, and they're not listening to that. We talk to people like they got sense in the MC. We treat people good in the MC. These are our brothers, this is our extended family. We love these people. You come in here for camaraderie and esprit de corps and all these things, but it's not exactly the same as the military. There's a lot of things that are similar, but we expect you to come in here and contribute. They say rank has its privileges in the military. Go clean that toilet, seaman. Go clean that toilet, private. Go clean those latrines. Let me tell you something. In the motorcycle club, a president may clean the toilet. A president may sweep the floors. We lead by example. Rank has its privileges in the motorcycle club. Rank has its responsibilities. The president is the servant of the brothers of the Brotherhood. He is the servant of the men. He serves their pleasure. They are not expendable pawns on a chessboard. They are men who follow me because I serve them. I serve their needs. I serve their wants. I serve their desires. I serve their vote. And I serve at their pleasure. There is no do as I say, damn it, here. There is only do as I do. You must be of the highest moral caliber. If you were a rear-end echelon motherfucker back there in the war, that's what you'll be here. Don't have that kind of mentality. Have a mentality of service to your brothers. We ride here. Everybody rides. You don't get to come here and not ride. It's not do as I say and you ain't riding. We're watching you, man. We expect you to be riding as hard as we are. Harder. Especially if you want a position of authority. Everything here is leadership by example. Senior leaders don't kick their feet up while juniors do the work. We all contribute and participate mightily to a mighty motorcycle club nation. Everyone rides, and if you want to lead the MC, you gotta ride. Other than that, the motorcycle club is an awesome place for military people. Your strength of commitment, striding towards excellence, sustained superior performance, giving of your inside to a greater cause than yourself. These are all things that are precious to the MC. Your ability to give until you can give no more and fight next to your brother, side by side, back to back, and never leave a brother behind. These are the tenets of the MC. Politics, backbiting, games, trickery with the rules, targeting people, the ugly parts of the military, don't bring that here. We don't want to see it. And a lot of us know what it looks like. And the minute we see it, we mark you for extinction. Come to the motorcycle club. Bring your heart and your soul. Bring the best things you have to give. Start at the bottom. Work your way to the top. Get the information you need to know. and be competent. And you'll have a brotherhood that lasts forever. Thank you for your service. Come to the MC. We love you. We want you. Many of us were you. We've had the post-traumatic stress disorder, the bullet holes, the crazy things that have happened. We've seen that. So we welcome you here. But come right, or don't come at all. I'm Black Dragon. That's my ideas on the subject. Love to hear yours. Hit me up, email me, send me some information, send me questions, we'll talk. I'll get to your questions. And ride safely, get skinny, and remember, stop saying I all the time, me all the time. Start saying we. Learn to speak a little French. We means us. We means yes. We means we. We means ours. We means share. And that's what the MC is all about, my friends. Thank you. Have a productive day. And get skinny.